Hey guys, Aiden here. I recently realized I don't have a lunatic clear with default lives of Embodiment of Scarlet Devil or Perfect Cherry Blossom uploaded on my channel, and I got this back in 2016. I remember I live streamed this run. I remember I used MarisaB. I remember basically nothing else about this run, so let's just experience it together. I have not played Embodiment of Scarlet Devil in quite a long time either. The main thing I remember about this is that MarisaB is not really a shot type I like. The laser always feels like it goes away when you want it. Okay, Rumia does show up pretty early. Yeah, Rumia is always pretty easy in this game. Kind of the stage one's also, I remember, a very easy stage. It's mostly just about trying to amass as much power as you can. I remember like the important breakpoint is what, like full power for Cherno or something. Doesn't matter for Diose. The other main goal here is just, you know, aside from staying alive and gaining power, is to get a little bit of score. 80 million, I think it's 80 million for the last extend. It really just shows how long it's been. Dropping a big power hurts there. Like the last extend for on score is, it's not like it's hard to reach, but if you're not aiming for it a little bit, it can be pretty annoying to get there. So this is pretty low power into Rumia, but it's Rumia, so she doesn't throw anything hard at you at all. I mean, she can occasionally throw something pretty evil at you in, I think, Demarcation? No, Demarcation's sparse, right? I know everything here is streaming still, right? Yeah, I knew that then. Wow, very hard spell card. Ooh, aggressive reposition there. It worked out though. I'm not sure I would do that these days. Yeah, as for what I've been up to lately since clearing UFO, I've been just progressing through the rest of the series, having a pretty fun time with it. I kind of bounced off Hidden Star in 4 seasons, but Wily Beast and Weakest Creature was a lot of fun when I played that, and I've been having a lot of fun with Unconnected Marketeers as well. Just slowly working towards, okay, the bomb to pick stuff up. That's fair. Yeah, I've been working towards unlocking all the cards in that game. I actually got a replay I kind of want to share at some point later. Let's put it this way, Marisa was a lot harder to deal with in that game than I expected her to be. It's always funny, like Marisa is either like the best or the worst. Like she's very rarely in between. Honestly, like this shot type balance has always been hard, I think, in the Touhou series, but EOSD is definitely one of the most balanced, even if I think MarisaB is kind of shafted due to that laser. Yeah, this is where you usually end up with full power. Okay. So bombing the start of the stage was not necessary, but it's something I remember I used to do, just to guarantee that I'd have power when I wanted it. Definitely like an older era strategy. I don't know if it's still in favor as far as it's like a survival strategy goes. One of the things that I've struggled to reacclimate to as I play on higher difficulties where I can do stuff is just recognizing when I need to bomb and when I should just try and dodge it anyway and bomb if I'm a little tight. Definitely a skill, like if any skill in this game has atrophied for me, it's knowing when to bomb. Like I wouldn't have done that these days, but I did it here. Yeah, the fact that I bombed on Cherno and kept this run going kind of implies to me that, yeah, for this run that I was streaming, I was just doing it to see how far I would get. This was probably even just one take, especially with the not even 48 power before Rumia. Maybe I bombed the opening because I didn't have stage 2 because I was so low on power. Yeah, USD is still a pretty straightforward game. Alright, using the laser to stream turn makes sense. Ooh. Wow. What is this run? Man, am I feeling like I need to go back to this game and get it like a better clear or something? Actually, I should probably check and see if I ever cleared this with all shot types. That would be a fun project. Like trying to, like not just going for lunatic clears on stuff, but trying to clear with every shot type. Feels like a nice thing to bridge the gap into potentially better survival runs. Something like solo Sakuya IN would be a pretty tough clear, I think, even though it's just Imperishable Knight. And of course, like PCB Raimue, like Raimue is so weak in that game, but PCB is also not particularly difficult, so I don't know. Alright, rest of Cherno went well. I had no plans for what to talk about. I'm literally just watching an old replay, and you're watching it with me. Like, I don't even have like insightful commentary on what to do in stages or anything, because I don't know. Okay, well I know to kill stuff quickly, but I kind of failed at that here, and I'd fail at that now. Ooh, that, yeah, Death Bomb. Okay, good job past me. Like, that reposition was definitely aggressive. But yeah, like, there have been 4 bombs in this run. They've all, except for I think the one with the Cherno not, been in pretty dicey situations, or obviously planned. So, the one thing this run has going for it is it's being very, very smart with resource use. Like, to make sure the stuff doesn't get wasted. Of course, you know, the situation where you don't have any bombs, you just have to try, right? What was that? That wasn't even trying, right? That's especially bad because you really don't want to run it, like lose a life right before a boss section. If you're going to die, it's better to die earlier, so that you can at least get back to full power. Wow, Mei Ling's movement here is trash. Alright, I probably just bombed this, right? Right? Alright, alright. Guess the pattern's not as hard as I remember it being. Full power clear. Good job delaying that. Yep. Yep. Then what do I do here? Do I just bomb this? No, I find a good place to set. Alright. It's one of the few parts of Embodiment of Scarlet Devil where memorization or just like knowing what's coming really helps. It's also something that I kind of forgot like the effectiveness of with the Touhou series, just like being familiar with what's going to happen. Because like I said, I've been playing a lot of unconnected Marketeers. And it's like my first run, I struggled on normal. I got the impression it was a really hard game. But then, like, subsequent runs, like, I have a better idea of what's coming. I had a run where I got hit. I'm using that term very specifically, got hit. Only, I think, 6 times. Because I had money is the best lawyer in hell, so ignore a hit for 200 gold. Funny enough, like, I thought that card was super broken, but it's not actually. It's only... It's a win more card, which is a very interesting thing to realize. Anyway, good Flower Dreamvine cap. I remember that card's kind of hard. Yeah, okay, that pattern on high rank is... Yeah. So what do I do here? I probably probably finish mailing off, and then I have no bombs for stage 4, right? One of the few things I do remember is that I never worked out, for instance, how to do non-directional laser. I know it's not hard, I just never learned it. Like I said, like the memorization aspect of these games, like it was never what I was really interested in. It was always about reading what was happening and just reacting to what's there and just figuring it out. And like maybe I know where things are going to spawn, what things to prioritize, a general path. Like I know all that. Mountain of Faith, I learned how to do all the stages. Like I know how to do them all, or I did. I've forgotten it all now. But like that kind of thing, I never got it heavily into that side, and I'm still not really heavily into that side. And honestly, it's probably why crazy survival accomplishments are not likely for me to get. Just not my playstyle, not what I'm playing for, really. I do remember whether these are aimed at or around is kind of dependent on rank, which is always weird, because you never know what rank you're going to be at, but I guess given the end of my mailing fight, I should have known this was high rank. Good corner dodging. But yeah, just knowing what's coming and what to do is so helpful. And I kind of forgot how helpful. Because when I went for my UFO clear, like obviously I got kicked around in the stages until I figured out routes, but I went into that intending to go in and figure out routes. Yeah, I wasn't getting bucks. I did last long enough to not need to bomb books, so that's good. But yeah, like UFO, I remember specifically going in to figure out routes for stages, because that's how I would have to get resources. That's just how resources work in that game. And so, because of that fact, I didn't really have a choice in the matter, right? I had to, or I wasn't going to have much success. And even with that, it still took me a decent amount of effort to have that success. Because UFO is just hard. It's a very hard game to be even remotely consistent at. I definitely got there at the end with some consistency, but even my clear, I cleared with 3 lives left. That run was on the edge of disaster. Oh, that was a ballsy stream turn. Alright, past me. I see what you're doing. Yeah, not an aggressive reposition as it should be. Ooh, this is a bad situation. Do I bomb here or do I just deal with it? I just deal with it, alright. And then section where I know you just kind of want to spawn kill everything or you're going to have a bad time. Or be Ramu A, I guess. Yeah, bad time. Good old Master Spark. I remember being underwhelmed by Master Spark in most games, but I guess it's actually pretty good in this game. I talked with Marisa not too long ago, and I remember saying that Master Spark was underwhelming in this game, but maybe I'm just thinking of that in terms of like how it feels. Because it is clearing, objectively it is clearing a lot. Okay. Don't need to know how to do non-directional laser if you just dodge the bullets, and then you just fail because... yeah, okay. But again, I haven't died with a bomb in stock in this run. That is better than I was expecting, honestly. Like, current me, I'd be like, yeah, I can do that. I'd just be overconfident. I need to start being exactly the right amount of confident. Oh, I think I needed to stream that left. No, right was actually correct. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I never figured out non-directional laser in the past. if I were to play this game again, which I don't know, I might at some point, I'd definitely figure out a few things. Wow, this gets fast. Or like, I should say the speed is really variable. There's no way I keep going for this, right? Yeah. Patchouli is just such a hard fight most of the time. And I know a lot of people, at least in the past, used to say it was Emerald Megalith. I don't think this card's actually that bad, but apparently past livestream me was taking no chances on it. Man, so what happens in this run? I mean, I guess the life situation's looking okay. I'll be through like half the resources in the game after stage 4, which, if you break down the anatomy of a clear, is a little behind the kind of pace you usually want, I think. Yeah, because you usually want to be like perfect to the first 2 stages, or maybe only 1 death, for like minimal expenditure, and then a third of the resources on the next 2 stages, and then the last 2/3 on the last 2 stages, depending on how hard the final boss actually is in that game. Wait, do I get Mercury Poison? Yeah, I do. Wow. Mercury Poison's hard. I honestly think that's probably Patchouli's hardest attack. No joke. It's rough. Like, I have so much trouble reading it. Well, it's kind of the ideal situation, not having bombs with stuff that you can do most of the time. You just go for it. Yeah, like right there, that would have been a bomb if I still had one. I guarantee it. I probably just accepted my death and it's like, oh, I'm alive. Again, this was 7 years ago, so I don't remember details. I'm beginning to see why this run cleared. Oh, that's so bad. Yeah. Yeah, that was really bad luck with the walls. I think it was still doable, but I needed to be more aggressive, and I just wasn't. Okay, not cheesing the non-spell. Fair. Sakuya moves down, so it gets a little scary. Good micro. Alright, alright. Microing those kunai is a little scary. Also, I complain about this game's soundtrack a bit. Like, I think it's really overrated. But the Stage 5 theme, Made in the Pocket Watch of Blood, is actually good. Like, it's actually really good. It's one of the few tracks in this game that I think it kind of deserves to get some attention. Also, that was a death with bombs in stock. I knew it was going to happen. Hubris! My mortal enemy. Yeah, in terms of the soundtracks of the series, nothing's quite topped Mountain of Faith, honestly. With Imperishable Night also being way up there. And Double Dealing Character as well. Really, like, songs I don't like in the series soundtracks are the exception, honestly. Wow, going for the small knife gap. Okay. Okay, clear gap on the left side. I go there? Yeah. So this is probably a capture? Ooh. Do I go way wide here? No, okay. Alright, that's gotta be clean left. Yeah? Yeah. Sakuya in this game can be so RNG based. You can just get walled without much you can do. That said, I do think this bouncing non-spell, even if you can get just absolutely destroyed by it sometimes, is a pretty fun attack. Like, I've always liked attacks that you have to just read in macro. It might be kind of trite to say, like, oh, Virtue of Wind God is such a good attack, but it is, because it has that blend of, like, you react to what's there, you macro, and sometimes you micro. Like, it's something that does not, like, that kind of mixed bag approach to dodging doesn't happen a lot. A pattern is usually one or the other. It's not usually both switching at the drop of a hat. Alright, 3 lives, 1 bomb. Killing Doll. This gets a bomb, right? Yeah, okay. That would be stupid not to. Killing Doll is stupid. This attack is not balanced. Alright, 3 lives going into the last stage. Honestly, that should be plenty. Like, I totally see how this cleared. Just a conservative, consistent run. So if I had to have a prediction here, it's probably die to Eternal Meek. Maybe you have to bomb Eternal Meek, which would then be 2-3 into Remilia. Bomb the opener, bomb the first spell, dodge the second non. I don't remember her second spell. Why don't I remember Remilia's second spell? It can't be that forgettable, right? 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 Wow, that was free. So, high rank Eternal Meek. Wow, that was actually surviving quite a while. Good enough. Good enough. That's all you can ask for on an attack you expect to die to with no bombs left. That you just live long enough to not have to bomb it again. That's all you can ask for. Yeah. If you're not dealing with the bubbles there very carefully, you just get trapped. So, yeah. Young Demon Lord. Yep. The get out of my face bomb. MarisaB wouldn't have been able to do that, so I guess point for Master Spark. So Scarlet Meister Light goes away easily. Ah, Thousand Needle Mountain. No way, I just bombed this, right? I bombed this probably on this convergence? Yeah. Everything Remilia has can be doable, but she's so variable that, especially on a 1cc attempt, do you really want to take that risk, right? Vampire Illusion, this can just wall you, so it's probably going to get hit with a bomb. Let's see what Remilia does here. It's being friendly enough. But Remilia is not being friendly with where she is, so... here comes a wall. Not quite. Maybe doable, but yeah, why risk the bomb? The alternative is what? Saving it for a Scarlet Meister? Honestly, I'm pretty impressed with the resource management they did in this run. If you put Current Me in this, I would not have done that. I really need to relearn that. Honestly? Oh, I just realized... Meister Death. Yeah, I just realized why I've been having the resource management issues, right? Because when I first played the series, I played Imperishable Knight. I did a bunch of stuff in spell practice, and then I did a bunch of stuff where I was just always doing reactive death bombs. which taught me really bad habits about bombing. It took me a while to learn. So since I've come back, the first game I started playing when I came back was Impossible Spell Card. And obviously in that game, you always just go for it. So it's hard for me to kick the habit of just going for it. And you'd think UFO would do that, but UFO in the stage portions is also kind of a just go for it, right? Because if you don't, it's more punishing than not going for it. I guess I just need to play more and I'll relearn. Also, am I going to capture Scarlet and Sokyo in this replay? That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. One of the hypest things you can do in a clear, just like a normal survival clear, is capture the final spell card. And it looks likely. Oh, I see that wall coming. Oh, yeah. All right. All right. Respectable. Good job, past me. Anyway, that was a Default Lives Lunatic clear from 7 years ago. Have fun.